Getting an invite to an interview for some of you is like a walk in the park. It comes so easy. Why? Because you have been able to identify the keywords you need to put in your application for it to be selected. But do you have such luck when it comes to turning these interview invites to offers, actual offers? Now, this is where a lot of you struggle. Why? For so many reasons. Now, one of such reasons is because for some of you, what you have put down on your CV is not what you actually say. Why? Because some of you have so much experience in different fields of endeavor or profession, and therefore you have not mastered what you have written down on your CV that has been tailored to the job specification you're applying for, and so you miss it. Now, for others, it's because you lack confidence. You initially start well, but somewhere in between, you begin to second guess yourself and you lose your sparkle, you lose your confidence. Now, for others, it's because, or for most of you rather, it is because you have not mastered the pattern. There's a pattern that you use when you are answering your questions in your interview. Now, when you miss this pattern, you have missed it completely. Now, in this video, I will be telling you what that pattern is. And with this pattern, I can assure you, of course, with God's help, that you will get that NHS interview that you so desire. You want to know what it is? Stick with it to the end. Hey, my name is Kessiena Akwara Ati, a health and social care trainer. To all of you, my old and new returning subscribers and my mentees as well, not forgetting them, much love to every single one of you. Thank you all so much for your continued support and love thus far. You guys have been amazing. Merci beaucoup. All right. And hey, if you are just watching this channel for the first time, or you came across it perchance, hello there. Welcome to this family. We're ever growing. And you do what to do what? To join this family. How can you do that? You smash the subscribe button, right? You give me a thumbs up by liking this video. And don't forget to click on that all-important notification bell. So whenever I upload a new video, you will be among the very first to know. Freely as well connect with me on Instagram, Care by Kess, TikTok, Caring Kess, and of course my new Facebook page, Care by Kess. And I'll see you there. So before I get into this crust of this video, let me first of all say a big apology to every single one of you out there who were looking forward to this video. You know, life happened and we had to deal with it. But thank God we are here now. All right. So let's get straight into it. Now, for you to be able to get these interviews, or rather turn these interview invites to offers, actual offers, the ones you have been searching for others for, is one thing. You need to be a top-notch storyteller. And for you to be a top-notch storyteller, you must have lived the experience, if you get what I mean. You could be in the UK, from a student, you want to cross over to the care sector. Do yourself one thing. Work in the care sector for a bit before you finish your student program or your studies, before veering into it as looking for a sponsorship with the NHS. All right. Now, if you are abroad, say in Africa, Asia, wherever you're coming from, please go work in a hospital or a private or public one. Get the experience, because getting that experience makes your storytelling believable. It makes your storytelling what? Relatable. Now, how do I mean? Now, those who are interviewing you are making eye contact with you. And so when your story is believable, something you have lived, there's this sparkle in your eye that cannot be missed. And that tells them that you know what you're talking about. Does that make sense? You know what you're talking about. Okay. Now, let me give you an example of what I mean. Now, they could ask a question like this in an interview. How do you demonstrate teamwork? And if you feel, okay, that doesn't tell you everything you need to know, you could say, okay, can you please give me an example? And they could say to you, okay, if you were in a ward and you were asked to go take the vital signs of a patient and give them personal care, all right, how would you demonstrate teamwork? Now, a lot of you would say, I will. Now, that I will is futuristic. It doesn't tell them that you know what you are doing, or you are well able to manage a situation like that. Rather, you should say, oh, that brings this incident to mind. One of those days while I was on the ward, the nurse in charge asked me to go give a patient her personal care and take the vital signs. Now, I was done with the personal care. I was taking their vital signs, and I noticed that this patient's temperature had gone very high. I quickly documented it, signposted it to the nurse who was in charge, or should I say escalated it to the nurse who was in charge. And they took the necessary action and got this patient the required care she needed to bring her temperature down. Okay, now listen to the word escalate, document, because as a carer, regardless of the setting you work in, NHS or not, you need to be able to document this thing, the time and what exactly the temperature rather was reading. Okay, because that will be a point of reference when the time comes. Now, if you're saying, okay, another example, now they could ask you how would you mentor a new colleague? You have been on the job for a while and somebody was employed to join you, and he or she is having issues taking vital signs. Okay, now what you should say would be, oh, I remember I had a colleague like that one time. So what I did was that I made her shadow me whilst I took vital signs and did personal care for other people. I talked her through it, and when we were done, I asked her to practice on me, using me as her patient, and of course talking me through the process as I did with the patient when she was shadowing me. And you can also continue to say that we did this for a while. During every free time we had, I had her practice on me until she became proficient, confident, and well able to take vital signs for others. Does that make sense? And so you see, these are the kind of language you would use. Now, when you use the past tense, it shows that you are well able to manage the situation should it occur. Because if you are in the NHS, it will occur. If you're in a care home, it will occur. Or a nursing home, it will occur. So they want to be sure that the people they have entrusted to your care are safe and will be well looked after. If that makes any sense. So if hitherto you have been using I will, stop. Now begin to say it in the past tense, and please tell your story in a top-notch way that is believable. That they see the sparkle in your eyes, and they see the satisfaction you usually exude when you know that the person who you have helped has gotten that required care, and you conclude that with a smile. Right? Now, it is also important that you know that for each department or unit, there are terminologies used. If you're in a dementia unit, for instance, or adult care unit, words like safeguarding, consent, risk assessments are things you should apply to your whatever it is you are saying. Find a way to eject them in, but they must fall into the relevant category and they should be used in the right way, if that makes any sense. So I hope with these few points, I've been able to show you how you can ace that your NHS interview and flip it around to become an offer. Now, if for some reason through this video you're able to secure an NHS, sponsorship, please leave us a comment in the comment section, and I'll be happy for you. All right. So until I see you in my next video, guys, never you forget. Always remember this: that no matter what the matter is, you matter so much more. Au revoir.